Well, hello there, Tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and I am finally back to making videos. I know it's been a little while, but here we are. And what tank better to start off my review session with than this beautiful looking tank right here, the Kraar 1 Mark II. So I chose to review this tank because, well, there's a couple reasons. One, I wanted to do a review on this tank for a couple months now, and two, this is one of the most awkward tier 9s to play, and I just figured it would be kind of entertaining for you guys to see me, a very washed player, especially after not playing the game for a week or so, try to pick up the game again and play this tank. So before we get into that amazing gameplay, we're going to get on into the tank's stats, and we're going to start off with its gun. This tank has an auto-reloading gun with 3 shells. That's one of the strong points of it, is you have a lot of alpha damage when you are able to dump your whole clip out. Now, honestly, I say dump the whole clip out. I mean dump 2 shells out. This thing has a reserve shell mechanic like the Minnow, the tier 10 version of this tank. So you don't want to dump your last shell if you can avoid it. It has 21-second reload. So once you've dumped all 3 of your shells, if you do go down that route, yeah, you're going to be out of the game with doing no damage for quite a while. Your DPM is also quite terrible. I'm not going to lie. It's 2,000. Yeah, because you can only fire 2 of your shells, really, without being punished too much, you really have to put this tank in the right situations, which is why it's so awkward. And its aim time and dispersion, they're not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, an aim time of 4.4 seconds and dispersion of 0.353. It's not exactly that great either, and you're going to find this gun will be very troll, and it's going to make it insanely frustrating when you miss 1 out of the 2 of your shots that you have available to you. Your penetration is very good, though. You have 280 standard pen, 368 heat, and 70 HE, so decent pen there. And the alpha damage, again, it's very nice. 450 alpha on the standard, 390 on the heat, and 640 on the HE. So if you're able to use the HE on this tank, it's fantastic. You have a very wacky amount of gun depression. You have almost more gun depression than you do gun elevation on this tank. It has 13 degrees of gun elevation, or sorry, gun depression, and 14 degrees of gun elevation. That's very weird. This tank is insanely good at holding a ridgeline, but if we make our way over to the mobility, this is where things go south. You go 35 forward, which is not the best thing in the world, but I mean, it's not terrible, I guess. Your power to weight is 13. You are not going to hit that top speed very quickly at all. And your hull traverse rate is only 26. That is absolutely horrible. Any medium or light will be able to flank you. Doesn't matter what one it is. They'll have no problems with it at all. And your reverse speed is only 12. So good luck getting back out of a situation you stick yourself in. You can see kind of why I think this tank is so awkward, and we're going to demonstrate that to you in 3 live battles right now, so let's get on into game number 1. Yo guys, guess what just happened to me this instant? I was obviously done recording all 3 of my battles, and I was like, I'm going to edit this video now, and I look at my battles, and I see, oh, there is 0 game audio to any of these games, so guess what? My computer wants me to do a second helping of 3 live battles in this tank in front of you, so that is what we're going to be doing. Oh my god, this is going to make me pull my hair follicles out of my scalp if this happens again. But here we are, and we're bottom tier, or bottom tier. This is very fun. But anyways, we're going to get on to these live battles here, and I'm not going to fuss about that too much. I'm hoping that the game audio works this time around, but basically, this is just going to be a super awkward battle because at least in tier 8 battles, which I had a couple of in my last recording, you at least have turret armor going for you, but against tier 10s, that turret armor just becomes non-existent. Even against some tier 9s, like the 752, this tank will have 0 turret armor, and their team will be able to pen me no matter where I go, and no matter how much of my gun depression I use. So, yeah. Another bad thing is you are so team dependent that although I absolutely despise my team for going A side, there is not much I can do to counter that, and I can't exactly go by myself. And the Murat is going to learn why going by yourself is a horrible idea in just a moment here. Bro is going to be absolutely cooked in about 5 seconds here, and there goes all of his health. Good job, Murat, for not sticking with the team. Yeah, oh boy, guys. This is going to be a very fun battle experience already, and it's just gotten started. So, in a tier 10 battle, because you don't have DPM, you don't have turret armor, you don't have mobility, what do? Well, you sit behind your team and hope that you aren't the first one to get focused out. Because if that is the case, you are going to be cooked and roasted. So, I'm basically just going to sit here and watch as my team pushes that singular Grill 15 off in the back and hope that I don't get YOLO'd through mid by this V4. Oh, V4 is turning around. Please let me HE you. Please. I don't have the pen to HE him. But we're going to get one juicer into his rear, and his traverse speed isn't the best, so we do get 2 shells out. And you'd be like, well, why aren't you clearing him with your 3rd shell? And like I said in the stats section of this video, 21-second reload is nothing to mess with, and if you do dump your reserve shell for no reason, like killing off that guy right there, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage for about 40 seconds of this battle, reloading your whole clip. So, yeah, you're not going to see me doing that anytime soon. I do see a lot of people who play this tank just dump their reserve shell, and it's so funny when it doesn't work out well for them, because then they're like, oh, well, what am I supposed to do now for the next 30 seconds? And, yeah. Anyways, we're at 1,300 damage so far. That 752 is going to cause a lot of problems for me, especially considering I don't have any more team support around me. I was expecting to have some team support on my right-hand side there, to try and maybe stop tanks from pushing A side, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we're going to try our best here to kill off the super conk. I hope that I can get the second one in, and no. Nice. Okay, well, I'm very much stuck here. I cannot move from the situation, and when your team falls apart like this, again, there's literally nothing you can do to stop the enemy team from pushing even further, because you have no mobility. Again, your DPM is awful, so good luck holding off a whole group of tier 10s who want to push you. And yeah, I'm basically screwed, and I'm stuck in this position right here. So I might as well go for the tank who's at A. I mean, it's going to be a loss either way. So let's see if I can get any more damage out. There is the waffle in front of me. I do pick up the kill on him because I don't want to lose 600 health to that player yet. I'll probably end up losing it to someone else who's at A cap right now. Honestly, why do I feel like they're going to be in mid? Why do I feel like they... Hello. What's up, bro? Yeah, I mean, this is just a loss, but let's see if I can get a little bit more damage out into this player right here, the T-54E1. One shell into him right there for 480, and let's get shell number 2, and honestly, I'm just going to dump my 3rd shell and kill him off. I mean, we did okay. Like, for this being a tier 10 battle, and for the team we had going the complete opposite direction, I really hope I'm recording right now. Yes, I am. We did okay. I mean... Honestly, for me being a washed player who hasn't played in a week, 3,300 damage in this tank is pretty nice, I will say. But, again, doesn't matter how much damage you do if you are this team dependent, because this tank doesn't have any potential to carry battles. So yeah, there you go. That's game number 1, or I guess game number 4, because my last recording is garbage. So let's get into game number 5. Oh yes, guys. And another bottom tier matchup, this time on Yukon. So... Whereas the last map was kind of more alleyways and small corridors where you can sort of predict where the enemy team can be, this map's going to be more annoying for me because it's a super big open map, and tanks like the Bat Chat and 121, they can get behind me at any point in time that they feel they want to. So it's going to be even worse for me because now I'm in a tier 10 game, but I'm also in a tier 10 game where there's lots of mobility, like I just said. So we're going to make our way towards medium side because that is where the team is going. Normally in a tank like this with such bad mobility, you don't really want to go medium side at all. But again, if you have to, do it, because staying with your team is going to be way more beneficial to you playing this tank than getting on heavy side. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Ooh, their BZ is in the open. Bro made a mistake. Please let me punish him. Actually, I'm going to punish the Foch first because it's easier to shoot the side of a Foch than the lower plate of a BZ-68. And with the gun's troll accuracy, I don't want to risk losing even more DPM to bouncing shots. So there we go. We'll get 2, of course, into the Foch, which is very nice. He's now a one-shot, so that's even nicer, honestly. And you know what? now that I have the shell, I might as well use it before the BZ backs up. Sometimes it is nice to just dump your second shell if you have the shot available to you, and you know that it's going to be more annoying to hold it. So that's kind of what I did there, and you know what? I'm going to do it again. We're going to pick up the kill on the BZ using our second shell once again. Again, it's a really situational way to play this tank. It really depends on how the battle's playing out to how you want to dump your shells. It's kind of nice that this is an auto reloader because, again, if you do dump a shell or two, you don't have to reload a whole clip. It's nice being able to individually reload your shells. Yeah, you're going to find that's the case in a lot of situations there. Oh, that 1-2-1 backed up just in time. But this is not looking good. We are down by more tanks than the enemy team right now. And their 1-2-1 just has free range, or free reign of medium side right now, which is also not good. And, oh boy, problem number 1 of this battle is happening. Our traverse speed is so bad that this XM was able to flank me, but he somehow bounced the shell. I don't understand how that just happened. And he's bouncing all of his shells on me. Interesting stuff right here. Well, guys, against someone who has more than half a brain cell, you will not be bouncing shells in this tank. I can guarantee you that. So this XM is just not very good at the game. We do, in fact, get 2 nice shells into him. We're already at 3,000 damage somehow. Oh my god, bro. Is this 4202 serious? Did he not kill the XM? Can we, like, please finish him off? Thank you, bro. Anyways, I'm going to turn back around here. Oh, there's the bat chat. Nice. Nice, bro. We're going to hope that the 1-2-1 doesn't kill me now, because he is the main threat, as he's still on medium side, and he's not spotted, so yeah, it's not fun at all. But I'm hoping that the bat chat pokes again so I can get another shell into him. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be another loss. And again, team-dependent tanks don't work in this meta. It's just a complete fact. Any tank that needs your team to support you to do well or go the right side of the map, if they don't, if for whatever reason, like this battle here and the last battle, you're going to lose. And it's just simple as that. I did 3,600 damage, which is more than enough damage for my share of the battle. And yet it doesn't matter. Our waffle's going to die, and that's going to be a game over. So very unfortunate teams right here. But it's good showcase to you guys as to why I think this tank is so awkward and why it's very challenging to play for a tank that has so much gun depression and a decent amount of turret armor. But there you go, 3,600 damage in battle number 2, and yeah, another defeat. So not very nice, but we did block 1,500 damage because the XM didn't know how to pen me. So let's get into game number 3 and see if we can finally get a win or not. I don't know, but we're going to find out how this battle plays. I kind of hope we get a tier 8 battle to kind of give us, you know, a bit of a breather from these tier 10 games, but we'll see what Blitz does for us. And now, straight into battle number 3 with more tier 10s. Oh boy, guys, this is going to be super fun and engaging. So on a map like Vineyards, another very big open map for this tank. I kind of wish we got, like, mines or something fun. But no, we got Vineyards, a map that I can be shot at from, like, 5 different angles at the same time, which for a tank with awful traverse speeds is not good. So in that case, I am going to go kind of mid, but more so towards the town. I know a lot of you guys probably know this spot that I'm going to be going to, but it's where the 752 pinged. I like this spot because you have building cover on your right, and you have this big hill on your left, and the only real things that can shoot you are TDs in the back, which I'm hoping doesn't happen. But you're pretty protected from medium side, and considering they do have a decent amount of like more mobile tanks, I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd gone med side, but it looks like they're going heavy side, so this is also okay for me. Because I can use my gun depression and kind of hold this angle right here, and if those tanks do cross, then I can get a couple shells into them. Oh, great. But if we have a flanking enemy Foch, then that's not really going to matter. Let's see if we can get one shell into him, though. And this is going to be one hell of an awkward game, I can tell you that right now. Not even just because of this tank, but this enemy team is playing super weird. I don't really know what's going on right now. I don't know where to push. I don't know what to do, in all honesty, but we're going to sit here and hope that I can get a shell. I don't know where that shell went, but hoping to get a shell into the XM, maybe. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So I'm just going to reload my shells here. Here we go. This XM player definitely has a brain cell, so he's able to get a shell into me and then back into cover before I can even reload my other shells. But luckily for us, he does overextend like it crazy, and we do get a nice fire into his tank there. So that's good. But what's not good is the other side of the map. We are losing both sides of the map right now. And yeah, that's not going to be very good in the long run, especially when it comes to their team just YOLOing me full speed, like this Rhino here. And if this XM gives me the chance, I was so debating on just dumping my reserve shell, but I'm going to avoid doing that, because then if the Rhino pushes me, what am I supposed to do? So here we go. XM is now a one-shot. I'm going to try and HE him. Oh my god, bro. I failed my HE. Bruh. Dude, this XM just needs to die at this point. This is the only player that I am really annoyed by right now. And I failed my HE on him. Luckily for us, the 263 is going to be popping up behind him, so he should die soon enough, which is good. That HE was completely on me, by the way, guys. I'm not blaming the tank for that. That was a horrible aimed shot by me, but still, this is not fun. And that XM still isn't dead, bro. Oh my god, he lived so long that game. Alright, well, at this point, try not to get shot in the side by any more medium tanks, and I'd love it if this K91 would poke me right now. That would be fantastic, but doesn't seem like he's going to do that. Looks like the K91 is moving towards town, question mark. I'm not sure what's going on, really. Their T22 still has free shots on us, so yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. It also looks like their Rhino is, like, considering pushing me right now. I don't know what he's doing, but this is just such a bad situation to be in. If this Rhino wasn't a thing right now, it would be so much easier for me to deal with him. Oh boy, come on. I just need to kill this Rhino, bro. This K91 is also going to be a problem. I think he still has one more shell. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to try and get a shell into him. There we go, one into him. I am going to maybe turn back for the Rhino. I'm not sure. Oh, I think he's out of shells now. That's really good, though. I do need to kill this Rhino if I can. This is really not good. That... yeah. Although, you know what? I actually... wait, I'm so stupid. I just realized their T22 isn't alive anymore. So, that's really good, because what it means is that I don't have to worry about a medium tank flanking behind me anymore. So, we're going to hopefully not get HE'd for 20 damage here. And hopefully not get pushed on by this K91. It looks like he's going to push. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Bounce. Yes! Oh my god, he somehow bounced. I don't understand how he just did that. I need help, though. This guy could easily kill me right now. I don't know why he's not loading HE. I also think he is on a reload. I don't know what he's doing, but we do get one shell into his track wheel there. We do get two into his track wheel. Bro, this Kraar needs to push. Come on, Kraar. What are you doing, bro? This guy doesn't know what HE is, and we're somehow living. Oh my god, bro. That was the most awkward game I think I've ever had in this tank, period. And we somehow won. That was all thanks to the tanks who killed off the mediums on our team, because that T22 was still alive at the end of the battle. It would have been over for me. So that was so crazy, though. 3,600 damage once again. 2,100 damage blocked. Definitely kudos to that Kraar. Thank you for pushing, bro. I appreciate it. And thank you to whoever killed off the medium tanks on the other flank. So, very good stuff. And I mean, you can see when your team does actually help you out, the tank can be good at holding and taking positions like that. So there you go, guys. That is the Contra Kraar Mark II. A very fun tank when it works well. But 90% of the time, you're going to be in a very awkward situation where you have to really pick and choose where you put your tank because of all the downsides it has. But for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support content like this and stay up to date when I get back into my more regular upload schedule of almost every day. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.